Remember, downloading pictures is as simple as 1, 2, 3, just as we experienced with downloading audio files. You simply access the link at the bottom of the page and it will take you to a website. In this case, a variety of pictures which you can go by category, as you can see here, and you simply select. For the sake of completing this quickly, let's just select this picture. It's a picture of a car. I right click on it and I simply save the picture as, and again, let's save that in my document so that we can easily find it. And it says police car. I can save it as a JPEG file or as a bitmap. I'm selecting JPEG here because it's more friendly to the applications we'll be using. So I'll save it. Now we've got that picture on our hard drive and we can use it in future applications. How do we know that we have it on our hard drive? Because I'll open my computer and I'll go to my documents and voila, there it is. Police car. We can open it by clicking it and it takes us into Windows Picture and Fax Viewer. But let's say I want to really edit that. And you can use Windows Picture and Fax Viewer, but I prefer using, oh, look at this. There's our truck sound, remember that? We click on it and it opens in Windows Media Viewer and Media Player. But back to our picture. Okay, we know we've got that picture. So we're going to use an application and then I'm going to open that file. Open. We know it's in my documents. And there it is, police car accident. I click it to open and it's there. I can do a variety of things with that picture. I can crop it. Let's say I don't want all of this stuff on the outside. So I click my square there. I'll locate it on the picture and I simply get the size that I want. I want only that car. And I go to Image, Crop to Selection. I've got a new picture. Let's say I want to recolor it. I've got various options in here. I simply click my Select tool, make changes, and I can either add text, I can paint it, I can touch it up, I can convert it. By converting, I can turn it to a black and white picture, or I can turn it to a fully negative picture. If I don't like that, I simply go to File or Edit and Undo Photo Changes. And I've got it again. I can also undo my crop. Undo crop, and I've got my original picture back again. Now, I can, after my editing, I'll simply save this picture to a file and I can use it in another application. We'll use those pictures, we'll use some pictures later on, but for right now, you can spend some time simply going through the application and see what the editing capability is. Wait, we're not finished yet. There's more. 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 Okay, here's an actual hands-on tutorial with using Microsoft Paint. Keep in mind that there are various applications. Paint is just one of those. And if you're more comfortable using some of those other applications, they all work basically the same way. And I'll show you some tricks here to doing some things. So let's go down here. Keep in mind I'm operating in Parallels. See that? Parallels. Which means I'm running both Windows and Mac applications simultaneously. So let's go down to my Windows and I want to find the Paint application. And there it is, Microsoft Paint. We'll open it up. Okay, you see there's nothing there. We've got to put a picture in there. So let's find a picture. Let's see, open. We go to here and open. I did that very quickly. Let me do it again. We go right here, open, and it gives me all my location. I happen to be in pictures here. So let's say, and you can see my kids, they're acting crazy. Let's say we will choose one that we can do some nice editing with. So let's pick this one with all of them together. Where are you there? This one. This one works good. So we're going to open that. And voila, there's the picture. Now what can we do with it? Well, let's say we don't want everybody in this picture. We just want this one little special guy right here. So I'll go to my options here. You see it's a box. And I can actually get any shape I want to. In this case, it's going to be a square, and the square should work. So I'm going to click that box and look at what happens to my cursor right there. And I'm going to put a box around his little face there. There we go. And then I'm going to go up and say, let's crop this picture so that's all we see. And I'll crop it. And voila, there he is. And I can save that picture as a separate picture. We can have some other fun with this if you want to. Let's say, let's take our drawing tool. You can see that's a pencil. And we can also do some things here. And you play around with this on your own. We can actually type in some letters here if we wanted to. We could put a text box there and we could say that this is Greg. And we want to make sure that the color of our text, right now it's black. Let's change the color of that text to white. And we could actually get our brushes here, you see. And I'm going to get a very thin brush there. And I am going to paint a little mustache on him. And you can do all sorts of neat things with there. So play around with the editing and things of that matter. The main thing is when you finish, you want to save it. And I generally will save as, because it gives me these options as you can see here. The best format is always JPEG. So save as JPEG. And it'll ask you what you want to name it. In this case, I'm not going to name it anything because I'm not going to save it. But play around with this. Let's just cancel out of that. Play around with this. This is Microsoft's Paint. And it lets you do a lot of neat things with photographs and images and pictures. And you can use these photographs, images, and pictures in your final production later on. Have fun.